Hey folks, welcome back to the shop. Today we are going to be working with the Ruger LCR. Pretty nifty little gun in the sense that it's half polymer and then half steel. The area here, the barrels is a sleeve here inside of this casting that they machine out for the rest of this with a steel cylinder. And then where all your actual fire control group parts are in is all plastic. It makes it for a lightweight gun. They're alright. I don't have anything against them. It just depends on where you want to spend your money. One of the things that they did made life easiest on us here, or made life easier for us here, is that the three screws here, this guy, the one up front here for your crane, your yoke, and this guy here are all the same size. And you've got one more Allen head screw for your your cylinder latch here. That's a .050, and then a bent paper clip, and I'll show you where that comes into play here. We're going to start by removing the grip. This one is in 357. I think the early ones were just 38 special or plus P. Pop that, and the cylinder open. Get the cylinder out. All guys out of there. So cylinder comes out. This one's pretty easy to take apart. Like the later Smith & Wessons that we've got now, your ejector rod assembly is left-hand threads, so it's righty loosey, lefty tighty. That'll pop out. There's your little pin that actually locks it up into the frame, and your star, the actual ejector itself, will come out. And then now this yoke should just pop out of there, crane, whatever, and then your spring, and there's a little bushing there, don't lose that. The other side of this, there is another bushing in here, but there it's pressed in, so don't take that out of there. You'll regret it. It's got little tabs inside of it too that kind of lock it into this cylinder, so just don't play with it. If you've already made the mistake and have played with it, you can get replacements if you broke this one, but just if you don't, just don't. Now we've got this little screw up here. I'll pull this guy out, and not quite. There we go. Come on, little fella. There you are. And then your two halves of the frame here will separate. You will need to. All right, come on. There we go. Nope, part of the trigger already came out. You bastard. Now your cylinder stop. It's just one little pin pops out. There's a small coil spring behind there. That little guy. And then your trigger parts will come out. When you pull this trigger out, keep in mind, our transfer bar or safety bar or whatever the hell they call this thing there fell out when we did it. But when you take this apart, you're gonna have to push the trigger up a little bit and then forward and slide it out, and I'll show you here in a second why. Now this hammer pushes back. You're gonna have to push it back by hand against its mainspring, which is pretty stout, like and that's where our paper clip comes in. I'm gonna use the short side here, but it's going to make that little hole in there where the mainspring is. I don't know if you can see that hole or not in the leg. We're gonna stick our little paper clip in there, and that takes the tension off of your hammer. And now you can push your hammer pin out, that guy there, and you can wiggle your hammer out. Like so. Come on. Sorry, I'm going to go off camera there. There we go. Whoop. Just like that. The only thing that's all there is for the frame. It's done. We're going to take out the cylinder latch. It's in there kind of tight. There we go. A little tiny guy. Pull that out. And now we're going to try and pop this guy up and out. Now there is a detent and spring in there, so don't go launching that. This little guy right here. That guy, little spring. Don't lose that. But that's it. That is a fully disassembled there. I mean, obviously I didn't take the barrel on the front forward lock. Looks like you would have to knock this out to get it to come anyways, and obviously I'm not going to take the front sight off, which you can. There's just a roll pin there. If they make get a sight that you want to change it out for, it is possible. But that's it, man. Like I said, it's a plastic frame, steel cylinder, or this 2 halves, so steel, plastic, whatever. You get the drift. That's it. I'm gonna run it through my sonic cleaner, and then we'll put it back together. Thanks for watching, man. Give me a like, share, subscribe.